everything that has needed to happen for the Israelites to be free by this chapter has already happened. What do I mean? I mean, the Red Sea has already been crossed. This chapter is the crossing of the Red Sea, where the Israelites put an ocean between them and the people who are trying to enslave and capture them. An ocean that is uncrossable. They are free. God's chosen people are free. So, can I just stop making videos here? My name is Jacob Hubbard, and this is Freedom, Chapter 14, brought to you by Incarnate Ministries, based out of St. Thomas Aquinas in Pilot Point, Texas. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us every single day. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and just share this and promote it continually. So the Israelites were free. By this chapter, they were no longer enslaved. They were God's free, chosen, and holy people. And what happens now? They go and they wander in the wilderness, and they take years and years and years to get to the promised land without actually ever realizing that the promised land is not what they really needed. What they really needed was this new identity that had already happened here. If only they realized that they were already free and that they didn't have to wait to get to the promised land to actually be God's chosen and free people. Wait a minute. Don't we do the same thing? If I just get this job, if I just finally get a family, if I get this girlfriend, if I finally get a wife, if I get this promotion, once I finally get to this stage in my life, or maybe even once I die, then I'll be happy. Then everything will work out. Then I'll be free. But no, that's not true. Everything that we need is already inside of us. And how is that true? It's by our baptism. Now, there are actually over 20 references to the crossing of the Red Sea throughout the biblical text. And one of the most common themes that the Red Sea parting is seen to refer to is our baptism. So in our baptism, we cross the Red Sea from sin, from slavery, from being stuck in sin into a new identity of beloved sonship, into the indwelling of the Trinity within us. All the grace that we ever need for our journey in life is already within us by our baptism. Great, so I can do whatever I want. No, that's not what I'm saying. That is living in slavery still. That's what the Israelites did. That's what took them so long to realize, is that they still tried to live like they did when they were enslaved. Whereas baptism should change us. It should transform us. The transformation happens substantially within us, but we may not actually actualize that until much later in our life. Happiness is not found in some future target, some future goal, some performance. It's found in God alone. And God, in His grace and love for us, He already dwells within us by our baptism. His fullness is within us. We could never tap into our baptismal graces and promises enough in our life because we are finite and He's infinite and He dwells within us. And we have to continually open ourselves up to God's grace and mercy that is already within us, and that is what will actually bring us happiness. And we get a key insight into how to do that here in Exodus 14. It's Exodus 14:14. It's one of the most quoted verses in all of Exodus. It's the Lord will fight for you. All you have to do is be still. And that's it. He's going to take care of everything. All we have to do is surrender ourselves to Him. And we talked about surrender before, but it's so paramount. It's so important that every single day we're beginning our days with a simple prayer of surrender. And so that's today's challenge, guys, is that today and every day we pray a simple prayer of surrender. There's a surrender novena, which I highly recommend. You can just Google surrender novena and it'll come up, and you can do that as well. It's amazing, but it's that prayer. Jesus, I surrender myself to you. Take care of everything. And I know that by praying that prayer each day, we will be transformed by the words so that the graces that are already within us, the identity that we already have, will continue to be opened up to us so that we can more fully experience the life and the indwelling of the Trinity, which is waiting there for us already. Thank you guys. Have a great day.